You look incredible. 1930s? Holy smokes.
1938.
What?
38.
Okay. Yes.
You mentioned the intent of the Foreign Assistance Act in 1961, and have you seen that intention change throughout your career, or is it the same as it was when it first started?
Well, the principle that we, remember the context, Cold War, arrogance, economic, half the economy of the world coming in, and this Camelot, the Kennedys, share. I went on a Rotary scholarship to Lima, Peru. I think it was during the Kennedy administration. I was just a young guy. It was for high school kids. Spent the summer down there in Lima. Went up the hill to the shacks, the barrios there. And they're off, they come up from the Rio Rimac. Just to muck about. I didn't even know the word then. I was just a kid. And in the dark of this, it's a bidon building. It's sticks and pieces of tin. In the back, there's a pole, and there was a thumbtack through a picture of John Kennedy. It was a different era. It was a different era. It wasn't just that we were ready to assume to become the patron of people who would subscribe to liberal democracy. There was an acceptance as well in many instances. When we wrote proposals with USAID, to answer your question, back then, in 1980, I wasn't there in 1961 with USAID. I was trying to get educated. We sat down with the USAID people and a couple of local people. It could be from the government or somewhere else. And we wrote a proposal together. Oftentimes, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but oftentimes with a bottle of Johnny Walker, the USAID head and myself would sit there and write them. Now, I couldn't if I wanted to. They're designed in Washington, D.C. And you know, my job now, or was, to squeeze out some good in designs that are, I am sorry, and I have no axe to grind except to tell the truth, honestly. I have 90% of my friends are from that, from USAID, from other places. But the fact of the matter is, they were dead on arrival because they had no consideration for local demand. If you wanted to do development the correct way, and I'm sure John Kennedy can't speak, obviously, but he had that type of mind, I am sure he would have found out, first and foremost, Pepsi does it, General Motors does it, Pan Am used to do it. Find out what the darn local market is and what the local demand is and what they will accept unsubsidized. Zero subsidies. And I'm not talking about saving precious lives. That's a whole other thing. We, as the wealthiest nation, with the greatest logistic capacity in the world, called upon. They don't shoot our planes coming into the tarmac. We save precious lives. That's OFDA. That's a different mindset. But when we presume to develop other people, I think it's probably long past due that these are civilizations that have been around for 5,000 years or longer, that we listen to what their demands are from us and not just drop in Research Triangle Institute and say we're doing Jeffersonian democracy in Coot. And here's a town hall, and here's my whiteboard, and here's 15 South Africans at the ready to make sure that there's no violence breaks out in this town hall meeting. No. Now I'm taking dramatic examples, and if you're in some other countries, what I said doesn't pertain, but the countries that I have mentioned and served in are where the majority of U.S. foreign assistance goes. So Gaza, West Bank, Haiti, Iraq, Lebanon, Pakistan. You know, these are big beneficiaries from our USAID budget. Egypt. I mean, I think the ones I just mentioned, if you throw in Israel there too, are about 95% of our foreign aid budget. So they're not representative, perhaps in some of the smaller countries that are less strategic to the United States for the moment. But
Only one more question.
okay.